Hi, my name's MC Zani.
And I'm Bellatrix.
And welcome to our Vocal Beats beatboxing series. And today we are going to be learning the lip bass.
Yes, we are. There are some vocal bass sounds that I can't reach because my voice doesn't go low enough. However, there are a whole host of bass sounds that you can make using just your lips. For me, the lip bass has been a real staple sound. And what a lip bass is it's essentially a tuned raspberry that you can do. Little demonstration, sounds like this. And when you're down a microphone with a big fat sound system, that sounds like a really hardcore, heavy sub-bass sound. So basically, I want you to imagine that you're a horse and it's a really hot day, there's loads of flies, you're a bit annoyed and you're going like this. Yeah, so at this point, you might want to have a look at Heather's video on lip trills because it's quite a similar sound, except for with lip bass, you're pushing a lot more air, there's a lot more sort of muscle focused in your face. So yeah, this horse sound, some people can find that they're pushing too much air and there's not enough contact with the lips and it can sound like this. And so you want to try and tighten your lips up a bit. And if you find that your lips are too tight, it'll be sounding a bit more like this. And so you want to loosen them a bit. Okay? And so now, we're going to focus the sound much more central, and we're going to use our tummy muscles and our diaphragm again. And again, you can refer to Heather's video on diaphragmatic breathing. And we're going to use these muscles to push a much more focused amount of air through the central point in our lips, and it sounds like this. Nice. So what you want to do is you really want to focus on having a really consistent sound. So when you first start out, it might feel a little bit like the sound is kind of wobbling all over. It might sound a bit more like, and that's completely fine. That's the starting point. And you want to really focus on having the sound really sort of long and consistent. So the next thing is to start thinking about actually tuning the sound. And so similarly to when you're singing, there's kind of a bit of a divide between your head voice and your chest voice and your sort of higher range and your lower range with the lip bass. So first of all, let's make a really high pitched one, and you do that by having quite tense lips, and it sounds like this. Nice. If you've ever played a brass instrument, there's kind of a similarity in the sound you make when you're blowing into the mouthpiece. So a low sound would be much looser, flappier lips. It sounds like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, don't worry about looking silly. You're just going to have to get used to that if you want to be a beatboxer. We all did. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a sweep from the top to the bottom, and it sounds like this. Nice. And try and kind of take your time over it and gradually, and if you find there's a kind of gap, you want to practice smoothing over that gap. Nice. And again, you want to practice going from the bottom to the top. So. Yeah, still sounds a bit funny, but that's cool, that's good. If you want to start really learning to pitch your lip bass, you can practice scales. So, for example, yeah, nice.
Nearly got that. See?
Nearly there.
Practice makes perfect. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. I'm going to practice that.
And that's totally true. The more that you practice a sound, the better it gets. So now that I've got all these pitches, I can actually make bass lines. For example. and that is the lip bass.